What's up, everybody? Welcome back, and we're on the 4runner again. As you can see, 2011 4-wheel drive, and what we're doing, front struts on here, that right there. And like I said in the last video, well, I did it get blurry, but like I said in the last video, it is a little bit of a pain to do these. And one part is already off. We took the sway bar end link off. It goes right here. See that? Took that off because we had to for the other side so we could get the sway bar to move up and down a little bit, and plus we had to do it for a couple other little reasons. But went ahead and took it off. It was a 17 millimeter on mine. Take the nut off, and I did have to hold the back of it so we could get it off too, because the nut was making it spin inside of the housing. So I had to use a pair of vice grips. I'll kind of show you how I did that here in a few, but let's get started on this. I'll kind of move y'all. I don't think y'all are in a great spot. So start off, we're going to be taking these three nuts on the top off first. Factory ones are 14s, the new ones I have, they are 15s. So there's a little bit of difference on that, but I'm not worried about that at the moment. So they said 14s. The back one is going to be a pain in the butt. You're going to have to use a wrench to get to it, just because the inner fender piece hits it. So I'm going to break it loose with a regular wrench, and then we're going to use a ratchet wrench to take it the rest of the way off. But these two on the front are really easy to get to. You can use your ratchet. So 14. They do have a little bit of torque on them, not a lot. And yes, I do not remember what the torque spec is because I did both sides over there. Then I did the rear side, and I kind of forgot what everything was. So, that off. One nut. And then here, break it loose. And yes, these are a little bit of a pain to get out. You're going to need a pry bar to pry on all this stuff to get it to break loose and all this good jazz. Come on. Alright, come off now. Yes, it will. There's your other one. And like I said, you can't get your ratchet in here because it hits the inner fender, and it's too long to put an extension because it hits up there. So let me grab my wrenches. I'm going to get a regular 14 and a ratchet. So I don't know which way we'll have to do it. If I can get it. There we go. Get a couple little turns on it if I can. Now I'm going to try my ratchet wrench. And there is a lot of stuff in the way, so this is going to take a minute, and I'll just kind of skip over this part for y'all, try to get it off of here, because they are like 15 threads deep on these things. We got all three nuts off on the top, and we need to take that lower one off, but before we do that, we're actually going to take the knuckle assembly loose, and to do that we'll knock the tie rod end off right here. Got a 19 millimeter nut on the top. I can't see it, but there's a 19 right there, and then on the bottom, see if I can kind of show y'all real quick. Okay, right here where my finger is, I know it's really dark right here, but right there are two nuts, or bolts I mean, on either side of the knuckle on the bottom, and those are 19s, and we want to take those loose too so that we can move the knuckle around and kind of get it out of the way of the strut when we're pulling it out. So let me grab my 19 and my impact gun. First things first on this, I moved y'all so y'all could kind of see it. There's a cotter pin in here. And just kind of work it out that way. Just pull it. We're going to replace that, so I ain't really worried about bending it up. 19mm. Use a tie rod tool, and we're going to put this on so that we can pop the tie rod off without damaging the boot. I'll move y'all back some so y'all can kind of see how that works. This one uses a 22. And you just tighten it down until it pops it out. Now it's going to make a loud noise, but a whole lot less stress. Ooh, this one's going to be tight. Normally it don't take much. Sorry, I didn't mean to hit y'all, but normally it don't take that much force to get it out of there. It brings up my threads every time I use it, but just putting that much force on it tends to gall up threads sometimes, and you can't really help it. So we're gonna clean that off. There's no grease ports or anything, but we'll clean this off before we put her back in there. This is your tie rod sway bar end link. It went in like that. Went in right up here. Sorry. And took this nut off. Had to hold it with like a pair of vice grips over here because it is rounded. There are no flat spots. So we held it with a small pair of vice grips. This right here, just around the metal part, kind of like that, and it pulled it right out. Now you can see that our sway bar will move up and down. Next is on the bottom. If I can find my impact gun here. There should be two 19mm. Got caught it. There's that. That's what they look like. I know it ain't gonna focus in on it, but that's them. There's two of them, and now you can see that your knuckle will move and do kind of what you want it to do. Also, now you can see that nut and bolt a lot better. Put the 19 on here, and we're going to zip this off. Sometimes you have to hold them, sometimes you don't. There's going to be a nut and a washer on it. Set that to the side. Got me like a little punch right here. We're going to punch the bolt out without damaging the threads. And it is a taper punch, so I can pull it back out really easy. Okay, now here comes the fun part. See how it's real tight right there? We're going to have to use our pry bar. And we're going to pry it out a little bit as much as we can. See how it'll move back and forth. And you can get something to keep this knuckle out of your way if you would like to. I'm just trying to get this out as far as possible. I'm putting your pry bar on the back end of it. And you're getting it. There we go. And if you notice, it hits the sway bar a lot. So now we're going to pry down on the lower control arm. I'm going to put a pry bar and make sure I'm showing it all right. Okay, here's where the strut was in. We're going to put a pry bar right beside it against the nut and the bolt on the back, and we're going to pry down on it. See how it gives us a lot more room. But let me get something to tie this back up and out of my way. It'll make things a lot easier.